Hello Libra, welcome to the Plaid Sheep Oracle. So yesterday Cancer's reading had a word which was prosperity, and the word that comes up for you is upgrade. So an expansion, an upgrade, an evolution of your skills as Libra. So we have here, first of all, the mermaid's love. And then at the bottom of the deck is the art of seduction. And then this top of the deck is Little Miss Sunshine with pure nature. And actually no rain today on the other side. So you are coming in to your pure nature, like a pure Libra nature, the ability to bring people together, the ability to create harmony and beauty, and to do these things not in a false way, not through people pleasing or passive aggressive stuff or manipulation. Those are the shadow aspects of Libra. And this is not that. This is that, right, that pure kind of apotheosis of Libra. It could be that you are suddenly going to become kind of a matchmaker, that you're going to see really clearly, that these two people should be together, and that might be together on various fronts. It could be romantic, could be friendship, could be something about work or creativity, maybe bringing two artists together who create something new when they meet. You may be able to really find ways to inspire people to listen to one another and work together. In ways they have not before, whether it's in a workplace or in a family or in a community. And so we have the Lovers. And this feels today like sort of you are this flower energy. And you are, you're sort of bringing people together. These two people who seem to be walking separately, they're both going to turn towards your flower and therefore will meet. And below that, we have the Wheel. And that's telling me that you are doing this in conjunction with Source, with your own fellowship, your own wider self, the wider selves of other people. That there's all this communication that is happening, coming together, right? The Page of Emotions is below that, and then this Six of Materials. Bottom of the deck is the Tower. And it may be that this is going to come at you like a bolt of lightning. that you may not really quite know how it's happened. That you've been doing what you've been doing, you've been working to expand yourself, to uncover yourself, to divest yourself of old programming and masks and any stuff that you've been walking around with. And that it kind of reaches this tipping point. And then this new power just arrives. Like a bolt out of the blue. And then it may begin with a new sense of self, right? A new appreciation for yourself, a new enjoyment of yourself. Maybe you're really enjoying your own company. You're really enjoying who you are, what this pure nature is. Reveling, savoring. Maybe you're really enjoying your own body for the first time. How it feels to feel yourself, to touch yourself, to stroke your own skin, to be in your body, to taste food, to experience your senses. A real tapping into that Venus aspect, and Venus in Taurus particularly. And there she is, that Venus nature, inspired, sensitive, original, powerful. And this, right, all of these things leading from, sort of the body to the heart and mind. And then another trip, another little journey through emotions. This is the 10 of inspiration, the 10 of wands, but she is carrying this ewer, this vessel. So there's something here about emotion and consciousness. And this feels to be a bit like an initiation. That maybe she stops at each of these smaller vessels and pours a little bit into her own. So she is collecting these waters of consciousness, of spirit. And at the other end of that, the High Priestess. So when I say upgrade, I mean upgrade. To a whole place where you have never been before. And I don't want to say, what will happen after this. Let's just focus on coming to this point. This energy of savoring. Then we have the golden children. Inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So there may be memories that will come up. This was coming through a little bit in Cancer, and there is a connectedness to Cancer in this reading in a couple of places. One is this golden children. space. This idea that you've been carrying, right? This is your pure, true nature. You have been carrying this since you were born. And that it's coming through now. That it's all really coming to the surface. The bottom of the deck is deep cellular healing. So that through this healing process that you have been doing for yourself, you are coming into this flowering, this blooming. And below that is trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. And then actually below that is and call the priestess, the seer. So into the unknown, naturally. This is a new space for you. And I think that what you want to do is to savor your arrival when you reach this place. Don't rush about wanting to reach sort of expert level in this new space right off the bat. This is underworld, depth, courage, facing your fears. There may be little things that come up for you. People may begin to react to you differently, to behave differently in your presence. This may initially cause, some wobbling. But I don't think there'll be a lot. I think that you will feel this mastery. I think you will feel this confidence and will not be concerned about any little wobbles, because then we have the Lady of the Lake. New beginnings. Something is about to happen. Right? The Lady of the Lake gives Arthur Excalibur when he is prepared, when he has become ready and earned it. I don't think you're going to feel like you don't deserve this, or I don't think you're going to have imposter syndrome. I think you're going to recognize the rightness, the trueness of this blooming. So then big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. And this is followed immediately by star family. You're part of a team of souls, call in support. And of course, right, absolutely, you're clearly not in this alone. You have been in touch with your own fellowship, with your own wider self, with source, with any beings that you engage with. You've been forming relationships with non-physical. But what really strikes me is that this is, right, it's like an expansion. There's big picture thinking, and then there's star family, which is like the whole universe. So this sense of growing outward. And was it you, Libra, that had the reading about your snow globe getting bigger? I'm thinking now maybe it was. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was you, Libra, who was expanding your sphere of influence. And then this Five of Wands. Where in the past you might have been hesitant to grab one of these wands, out of fear, excess caution, anxiety, whatever it was, you're now ready to grab one. You're ready to grab a wand and go. Below that, we have both the Ace of Swords and the Quartz of the 10. So that's the third 10, technically. We had this 10 Wheel of Fortune energy here. 10 of Inspiration, and now the 10 of Swords. A completion and a new beginning. Below that, actually, we have the Page of Pentacles, the Lady of Pentacles, the learning. And then the bottom of the deck is the Knight. And this is a sense of stability, of knowing that this is not a passing thing. It's not as if you're going to have this ability, this gift, this power, this mastery for just a short minute, and then it'll be gone. This is consistency. This is reliability. And then the King of Cups. That wholeheartedness. Right? A heart that is filled with love. The king knows that his cup is full. And then the Star. Something will turn up. A new idea, maybe an offer from somebody, something that is going to turn you in a bit of a new direction. It may not be a complete departure or 180 from whatever you've been doing before. It may be, something nuanced. I don't know, perhaps if you had decided to be a therapist, you're going to be a couples therapist. Or a family therapist, working with, more than one person at a time, right, bringing harmony. It's something. There's going to be a slightly new direction, a new idea, a new engagement is going to come up. And you're really going to feel it, like the fullness of it. Another 10, the 10 of Pentacles now. So there is also prosperity in this. Wealth across categories. As well as stability. A real sense of solid ground under you, that you're really stable, that you are walking and standing on very solid ground with this new idea, this new inspiration, these new skills. And then the 10 of Wands, another 10 again. And here kind of going from the 5 to the 10. Choosing one of these wands and then expanding it into something completely new and different here with the Phoenix. In this deck, in the 9, the Blackbird Crow figure dives into the flames. And then in the 10 is reborn as the Phoenix. And if that was not enough, then we have the Emperor. Here, relaxed, at ease, casual, holding his chess piece easily. There's no urgency in him. He has looked out on his realm and knows that it is good. Below that is the Two of Wands, looking forward to what is coming. This is not a, this is a Two of Wands that knows that the thing is coming. She too is relaxed, expectant, but relaxed. And below that we have Judgment. And then the working together of the Three of Pentacles. And then the Lovers. The bottom of the deck is another page, the Page of Swords. Right? All these light bulbs. New light bulbs going off. And then with this Hanged Man, who has this real, right, like the sun is like right there at her head. I think that this is going to bring clarity on many levels. Things that have seemed clouded, obscure, unable to be solved or resolved will seem much clearer. And that is confirmed here by the Queen of Swords, your court card. And she's looking here at this Eight of Swords. And she knows the way through. This Eight of Swords is not you. This is other people. You are going to be able to see through other people's Eight of Swords. Right? You know that this person is not imprisoned. You can see their real self rather than their perceived trapped self. This will be incredibly clear to you. And you will know how to help them see it. Not controlling or forcing or manipulating. I don't know how you're going to do it. That is what you know, Libra. Maybe you're going to seduce them into seeing them their own true nature. Seduction gets a bad rap. The assumption is that you're being seduced into something that's bad for you. That you're seduced into infidelity or into other poor behavior that won't benefit you. But that's only one side of the coin, only one possibility. Seduction can be life-affirming. You may need to be seduced. That's the most wonderful, life-affirming, juicy path for you to guide somebody to their own true self. And then the Page of Pentacles repeats. There's something, I think this is a little bit about teaching. That, again, this Page of Pentacles is not you. That you have instructed this person in some way, that they have learned from you, and now they're beginning their own process. Right? Starting with this pose. And that they can then move up to their own mastery. advice. Well, now this says rough patch, which if you experience one, if you have experienced one, maybe there's a little bit of a rough patch when you first get this lightning bolt, right? A little bit of adjustment, learning how to walk, you know, in new shoes. Also referring to the rough patches that other people are going through. But below that is the Queen of Wands repeating inspiration. And also actually the second Cancer moment of the Mother and the Moon. This willingness, right? This willingness to be led by emotion, by feeling, by love. And then the bottom of the deck is the World. The end and the beginning. So we have kindred, and right, it's a big group, maybe it's a little chaotic. And then we have the passerby. And so I want to say this is you arriving into the group. To go forth into groups of people, pairs of people, groups of people. And then do that teaching in whatever way that comes through. It may be literal, as a teacher teaching a workshop or something else. It may be as a therapist, it may be as a coach, or it might just be, you know, moving through the space as yourself, being an example. Seeing very clearly how, you know, a workplace maybe needs to be arranged. You know, it might even be moving the furniture around. Perhaps you have an open plan office and it needs to be less open plan. Or, you know, this person and this person should really be sharing an office, not that person and that person. However this is coming through, spreading your word, spreading your upgrade. And then finally, the last Cancer moment, the Queen of Cups. To embody that fluid, intuitive, emotionally masterful space, right? To be both King and Queen of Cups. In addition, right, to being the Queen of Swords. Right, maybe you got your sword from the Lady of the Lake and then you become the Lady of the Lake. So this combination of air and water, of swords and water. Libra. I think it's going to be wonderful to be in your presence, regardless of how this plays out for you, what you choose to do and not do, or where you choose to go, what this star guides you to. This blooming that you're having, Libra, is going to be so beautiful, is so beautiful. And I think will be so appreciated by everybody that you meet. I wish you the very, very best, Libra. I have no doubt it will come. And I will see you next time. So long.